If you are watching this video, welcome. This video is the second video I have regarding my Los Angeles Film School journey. I am now 5 classes in. My 6th class is starting in the beginning of January after holiday break. And I thought this would be a perfect time to update on that journey since I do have 5 classes now, so I know a little bit more about the entertainment business program as well as the school itself. I do want to make a disclaimer. I am online. This will be my second bachelor's degree. I do have a bachelor's degree from Indiana State University, and that is for criminology and criminal justice studies. I also have a minor in forensic investigation, and then I also have an associate's degree in law enforcement and criminal justice. So I do have quite a lot of degrees. The first class that I took was digital literacy. I do have a very long list of information regarding the classes. So if you hear paper noise or anything, I do apologize. But the first class is digital literacy. It's one of the basic classes along with behavioral science. So it just says that digital literacy offers a fundamental understanding of critical and practical aspects of digital tools, technologies, and resources. Students will learn how to navigate, evaluate, create, and critically apply information by using a wide range of digital technologies. So for digital literacy, it consists of 4 different topics each week. Like all of the classes, you only have 4 weeks in each class. The Zoom classes that are held virtually, they do have multiple offerings. So if you can't make one, you can make another. Zoom classes, they're not required, but I do recommend, especially for digital literacy and behavioral science, I do recommend attending those classes. They are very beneficial. But digital literacy more or less focused on social media and our account of things and what we know and how we can use those in our career. I believe one of the things that I did focused on my Facebook or my Instagram. I can't really remember, but I focused on one of them, and then how you can use each social media tool to further your career and build relationships regarding your career. They do have a discussion post each week that you do have to participate in. So 1 initial post, 1 reply post. But the class was fairly easy. This class I was able to complete in about a day or 2, depending how my schedule was. I was in the process of starting a new job when I was taking this class, so it was kind of hard for me to navigate with the schedule that I had versus now. But I was able to finish it within a day or 2, relatively easy. It had nothing to do with my major. It had a lot of different majors in the class, which is why I'm thinking it's one of the basic classes that you do take. I do not have to take basic classes. I do just want to go ahead and throw that out there while I'm on the topic. I have 8 credits that have transferred over from my previous degrees that make me exempt from taking multiple classes. So my class schedule right now is all over the place. It does not follow the basic entertainment business program scheduling that they have posted, because I do get to skip a lot of classes. I am also graduating 8 months earlier than what you're supposed to. It's a 36-month program. You go all year round, all 12 months, and you focus on a class each month. Because I don't have to take 8 classes, I am graduating 8 months early. I'm still not graduating until 2024, but it's in the beginning versus the end. So I do just want to go ahead and throw that out there. There are going to be classes in this series that I don't have a review on because I didn't take them. And I will get more into that in the next video that I do. The second class I took was behavioral science. And for this class, students will examine the psychological and practical aspects of becoming a master's student. Students will learn techniques of motivation, time management, creativity, and develop strategies to overcome personal barriers to success. So once again, 4 weeks split up into different categories: motivation, time management, inspiration, and creative strategies. This, like digital literacy, does have multiple Zoom class offerings, so you can attend multiple classes. This is more focused on you as a student. And I think for students that have been out of school for a while or are just getting out of high school, this would be really beneficial. I feel like digital literacy and behavioral science are really meant to just start you off. There are a lot of students that are relatively older, closer to my age. There was one person that was in their 40s attending classes. So I think they're really just focused on helping you as a student, especially if you haven't been in school for a while. It's very hard to get back into the swing of things, and I think, for somebody who's I've been in school since I was 23, and I'm very good at time management and knowing what I want and how I want to do it. But for people that haven't been in school for like 20 years, that's really hard. So I do recommend attending the online classes, or the Zoom sessions. They are very beneficial for these first 2 classes, and I think you can really gain a lot from these classes. So the third class I took is actually finally starting my major. So the third class was Intro to the Entertainment Business, and this was a very tough class. Having the first 2 classes as easy as they were, this was a shock. So for Intro to Entertainment Business, the course explores the evolving infrastructures within the industry's various sectors. So, like the last 2 classes, 4 weeks, there was a lot of reading in this class. We had to use an online textbook, a lot of reading, and the weekly projects were very time consuming. This class each week took me the full week. It was just very time consuming having to read everything, and then you were getting quizzed on what you were reading. And I remember there was one week where there was about 6 different readings that we had to do, and they're not very simple and easy readings. They are very long. But I had really fun with this class. The grades, the teacher I had was a very tough grader. I still got an A in the class, but I wasn't getting hundreds. It was just very grueling and tough, and I'm glad that the class is over. The projects were like 3-page stuff. There's no way around it. And then the reading was even longer. For the class itself, we focused on career aspects and options that you may have, industry sectors, leaders, resources, and building your career. So we go over the different sectors of business, which is like media, so social media, film and television, books, print, so like magazines and stuff. I think books and magazines were looped into the same category. But basically you go over, there's different sectors of the entertainment business. You're not just limited to film and television, and music was another one. But you're able to see the different options outside of just film and music. And I thought that was very informative. The first week we were talking about what we wanted to do in our careers and the options that we would have. I do want to be in event management or public relations, mostly public relations or publicity. Those are the ones that I really want to be in, but I am not picky with anything. The fourth class is entertainment marketing, and it explores general marketing concepts as they relate to the entertainment business field. Students construct strategic plans in the selection and development of media products and are introduced to various promotional methods and avenues. In addition, this course strengthens students' understanding of analytical tools and strategic analysis of the entertainment business, knowledge that can facilitate the success of their creative work. Consumer behavior and its effects on the success of entertainment products are also examined. So 4 weeks split up into the 4 P's of marketing, which are placement, promotion, pricing, and product. This class was not as bad as Intro to Entertainment Business, but very much like that class. You do have quizzes. You have videos instead of readings, although there are a couple of readings, but you mostly have videos, and then you're quizzed. And then you work on a project each week of the 4 weeks, and they all tie into one big product. So you start off with the basis of the product. I don't know if it is for every class or every session, but for my class it was a cell phone. And you work each P into your project. And then the last week of class, you combine them all together for your marketing of that cell phone. I really enjoyed taking the class and learning that there's more to marketing than what you would think. I also learned that I definitely do not want to be in marketing. But this was a fairly easy class. It was just multiple quizzes each week, and then you would submit answers, which was like a separate quiz in a way. You were basically answering questions from the quiz you already took. But instead of the multiple choice quiz, you were writing the answers on a Word document and then submitting the Word document. So the 5th and final class I have taken so far is Media Communications and Public Relations, and this was the class that I was most excited for, so I'm so glad it happened. And I really enjoyed the teacher for this class. She's very experienced and worked public relations on quite a few of my favorite shows, so it was really exciting to learn about that. This was also like the first class where I actually reached out to a teacher to try and get my career in public relations started. But she was very informative and I really enjoyed the class and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm really sad that it is over. But anyways, the basis for this class is students will explore the arranging, handling, and evaluating of public relations and media communication programs. This course will convey to students how the effective use of media can strengthen a public relations strategy. Students will work with relevant case histories and deal with contemporary topics using media and public relations. So this class only had one Zoom class offering. I forgot to mention that in the other two. Intro to Entertainment Business only had 2 Zoom classes, neither of which I attended because I couldn't. And then Entertainment Marketing only had 1 Zoom class, which I didn't attend because I couldn't. Media Communications and Public Relations had 1 each week, but I couldn't attend it because of work. But it was a really exciting class, and we only had 1 discussion board that we had to participate in, and it was the last week of classes. Besides that, you had, I would like to say, 3 projects each week. None of them were like extremely hard if you knew what you were doing. You have to pick an actor or anybody in the entertainment business, I should say, and you focus on them for your weekly projects leading up to your one big media portfolio. So the actor I chose, and yes, I did an actor, I ended up picking Tom Hardy, and I was his public relations person for 4 weeks. And each week you cover a topic and then you submit a project that goes with it. And you cover like media alerts, you cover, making your own event, which mine was a charity event, focusing on Tom Hardy's love for animals, mostly dogs. And there was a couple of other things that you would have to do. We also, one week, focused on red carpet events, where you review a red carpet event and you review the interviews that are done on the red carpet and what that person could have done better, if what they were wearing was appropriate, and how you would change it. There was also one week where we had to pick a whole different person in the entertainment industry and how we would try to switch their public relations situation. And for that one, I picked Miley Cyrus. Then another one that I did, we had to focus on a current media event where we had to review if the public relations department did a good job or not. And I picked the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation that is still being played out to this day. And then the final project was putting everything together from that artist or actor or whoever in the entertainment business that you are representing, putting it all together in one big file. And it was really exciting. And I hope Tom Hardy would be very proud of me, because I had a lot of fun doing it. If you guys don't know Tom Hardy, he always plays a villain. He played Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. I would like to say that he was a villain in Lawless. He was a gangster. Legend, he played both of the Cray brothers, which were gangsters. The Reverend, where he was nominated for an Oscar, he played a villain, but it was not a good guy. He plays a villain in a lot of things, and I think it was very important to break away from that. And one of the topics that we had to do was, I had to focus on how to get him to open up because he's very secluded. He does not like talking about his family. He doesn't like talking about his life. And I was able to go ahead and pinpoint ways to get him to still maintain that balance of privacy, but also open up to Hollywood to show that he isn't just the bad guy that he plays, that he isn't just the tough guy that he plays, that he's a family man with a love of dogs. I feel like I accomplished a lot, and I have now a portfolio that I can use for my public relations. So I'm really excited about that. Those are the 5 classes that I've taken: digital literacy, behavioral science, intro to entertainment business, entertainment marketing, and media communications and public relations. So if you stuck around for this whole video, I hope you found it very informative. I'm not saying everybody should get into the entertainment business major if you are debating on attending Los Angeles Film School, but people don't realize all of the work that goes into the entertainment business world, what goes on behind the scenes. And I am finding these classes very beneficial and informative and exciting. But I am having a lot of fun on my Los Angeles Film School journey. And I will be posting another video probably in about 5 months when I finish 5 more classes. And I hope you will tune in for that. And I will talk to you guys in a bit. Bye.